downturn's been disastrous for airlines, hotels, cruise lines and others. So what's the outlook for travel once the pandemic is over? And how is the travel business itself changing? James Ferrara is the CEO of IntelliTravel, a travel agency with a difference. His company recruits people with little or no professional experience in the travel business to sell vacations and other travel opportunities from home. It's a growing business that's attracted more people during the pandemic, and James Ferrara joins me now. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you so much, Jerry.
To explain, if you would, James, just for a little your business model, how it works, because I don't think a lot of people will know about it.
Sure. We created the idea of selling travel from home to family and friends, essentially. We did it 30 years ago, and we now have 60,000 travel agents under contract around the world, principally the U.S., the U.K., and Mexico.
And the pandemic, you've signed up a lot of people during the pandemic, presumably, even though travel obviously is down, people are looking for opportunities.
Well, people's minds are open to working from home, certainly, thanks to this year. And I think everyone's re-examining their priorities and their options. We seem to have struck a chord.
Do you think this is a model for the future? You know, travel agencies, were disrupted initially by the likes of Expedia, the travel business by Expedia and others like that. Is this now, this new model of people, of individuals working from home and booking travel for friends and family, is that something that you think is now very much going to take off?
I do. And if you ask our suppliers, the cruise lines, the hotels and resorts, they will tell you this is where the action is, that this model is outperforming the rest of the market, especially during this year.
So as you look at obviously travel has taken a huge hit over the last 9 months. We're hoping these vaccines come along perhaps early next year, middle of next year. What do you see? Are we going to return to normal? People going to go crazy and travel everywhere, or are they going to be more cautious?
Well, first of all, I mean, we've lost $464 billion in the travel industry. $50 billion of that is tax revenue to the government, by the way. But it is not as bad as some would have you believe. I mean, the reports of our death are exaggerated. There are more people traveling this holiday season than we would have ever predicted. In fact, we're really only slightly down over last year. And from our own research, from the research that I'm reading, the agreement is not only will the market return, but we're looking at a travel boom. We're looking at pent-up demand and a slingshot return at some point in the first or second quarter next year. Of course, this is bolstered by all of the news about the vaccine, but other things too. Cruise, which is typically almost 50% of the market, was completely taken out of the market this year. That's never happened before. And there is a path now to start cruising again.
Do you think people are just very sorry, James, sorry to interrupt, but do you think people are going to be cautious though about getting on airplanes and fear of, even once the pandemic is over, just the kind of, being in an enclosed environment with other people like that? Is that going to hurt the travel business?
Well, no, I don't think it's going to hurt. I think in some sense it becomes the new normal, and then the next new normal after that, until we climb back to something that feels a lot more normal. I mean, I certainly am, I find more confidence in the idea that people are cleaning better, that airline, the pocket in the seat in front of you isn't going to be so grungy. You know, I mean, there are positive things to come out of it.
I think a lot of people will certainly echo your words there. Thanks. My thanks to IntelliTravel's James Ferrara. Thanks very much.